This podcast is part of the It Was a Thing on TV podcast network.
I'm the dirtiest player in the game. I'm gonna tear Ric Flair, brother. Swim from we'll be immortal and we'll live forever.
Halloween Havoc is on the air! Live from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, jam-packed to the rafters as the two greatest superstars professional wrestling has ever known and ever will know. Put it all on the line tonight. Hi, everyone. It's Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Mean Gene Okerlund. And gentlemen, this is the night on October 23rd, 1994 that we've all been waiting for.
You know, Tony, I discussed this subject with both you and Bobby in the past week, and this is history in the making. A lot of history, Brain.
Well, there's a lot of history in Detroit. Think about it this way. Probably the greatest music in the world, Motown, came out of Detroit. The last 30-game winner was Denny McLain with the Detroit Tigers. You remember the great fights with Gordie Howe, the hockey player, Big Bob Lanier from the Detroit Pistons. How about the great wrestling matches, the Sheik, Bobo Brazil? How about Dick the Bruiser against Alex Karras, who used to play for the Detroit Pussycats? Just think of the history here in this city. Well, that's all going to be forgotten.
Right next door here at Cobo Hall, they put the pipe to Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah, they took her knees out right now, about 50 feet from here. Well, that's all going to go down the toilet. That's all going to be forgotten. The only thing they're going to remember is Hulkamania stops tonight here in Joe Louis Arena.
Heenan, you wouldn't want to make a bet on that, would you?
If I was a betting man, I'd take Hogan with me right now to Vegas and become a billionaire. He's got that kind of luck. But I'd rather go down the road with Ric Flair because I'd have a better time. Flair, you're always going to be my champion.
Good luck on that insurance
Oh,
scam.
shut up.
Folks, it's the spooky season as we've set the coordinates on the Squared Circle time machine to October of 1994 as one career will end tonight as Hulk Hogan puts the WCW title on the line against the Nature Boy Ric Flair. It's B. Gray with Dave and Dane. A career is going to be over at the end of this episode.
A career, you say? Well, spoiler alert, we see both of their careers carry on way after this, so... But I guess that's par for course for in the wrestling business. I mean, how many times has Terry Funk retired?
Oh, probably about a zillion.
Yeah. And or have sick horses to get out of doing jobs he didn't want to work on.
Vince, I can't work this match. My horse is sick.
The horse is sick. My horse is sick, Vince. Might be dead by the time I get home.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well. What do we got going on right now in current wrestling?
Oh, well.
Oh, wait. I just remember. Oh, the fucking fish tank.
Oh, God. Yes, the fish tank. I don't know which is more pointless because I've got so many questions. Why is there a fish tank at a wrestling event? What happened to said fish? How did it get into the ring without breaking the tank? And then why are people like Ricochet and whoever else is saying we're a good alternative to families that's think that they're getting priced out by the WWE or slash TKO. Because that's what I want to take my daughter to see is like attempted murder.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I want to take my near 3-year-old niece who screams John Cena whenever he's on the TV. Yeah, I want to see attempted murder. That's what she needs to see at 3 years old.
Although I have to admit, at least Old Man Sting at least looks... That's kind of a cool look for him, at least.
Oh, yeah, I like the fact that he's painted his face with the beard and all. It looks pretty good. It's like a old Jedi Knight Sting or something.
Yeah. Although, is Darby Allin ever going to be anything without having Sting attached to his umbilical cord, though? I mean, you get the feeling that they want to push Darby Allin, but like I said, can he do anything without Sting intervention?
Hey, you could just sell him on the fact that A, he climbed Mount Everest, and B, he was on Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Well, I guess that would help.
Yeah. Okay, but now we got to get one of the big things in AEW, and that is Mercedes Moné won yet another indie title.
Well, at least the celebration, we had the better version of Mercedes Moné there in terms of Mini Moné.
Oh, the Harley Cameron puppet.
Yeah, Harley Cameron puppet, yep. Because as we have found out in 2025, puppets are over. Between Mini Monet, La Yesca, and Demonito.
So if you want to get over in 2025, just have a puppet.
Yeah, as I kind of mentioned to you in our DMs there, it's what's the end game here with Monet? It's, unless her and Chris Statlander are going to have like a winner takes all thing, and Statlander wins all the belts, and then she just gives them away like Oprah style to everyone at the end.
Yeah, I don't get it. Is she going to lose these titles at once? I don't understand what the plan is with these belts.
Yeah.
And what anyone gets out of this.
Yeah. Although apparently there's been some contention about the actual validity to this. Because one, I guess they're counting the Owen Hart tournament as a title. But I think that's more like an annual championship thing. Like, yeah. And I guess two of the belts there are from the UK. They're apparently got merged already into one belt. So it's like, why are we counting? But then again, this is Tony Khan here we're speaking about, where for some reason the international and continental title are like together but separate somehow.
You can never understand anything in AEW. It's just like, if you think hard enough, it'll just blow your head off. Oh, God. Well, enough about that. Let's focus on Halloween Havoc at NXT.
Oh, yes. I am actually kind of looking forward to it, more so because we're getting proper broken Matt Hardy again. And Brother Nero.
Oh, that's great. I'm so excited to see the broken Hardys back.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that we at least get somehow, we're hoping that they pre-recorded a lot of this stuff, because I'm hoping during the match we get everyone teleported back to the Hardy compound and we get all the crazy drones and landmines and whatever.
Oh, and Senor Benjamin?
Yes.
But also, I think we got a substitution in one of these matches, I heard.
Yes, because apparently Sol Ruca, she had injured her leg during their match last week on SmackDown against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. So she's out for an undisclosed amount of time. So Zarya is putting up the North American title against Blake Monroe, which I'm hoping Blake wins, and this continues creating the current angle of possible dissension between Sol and Zarya.
I'm just glad the belt's being put up on the line at Halloween Havoc in a substitution. Continuing the proud tradition from Halloween Havoc 1982, where Big Van Vader defended the United States title on Rick Rude's behalf against Nikita Koloff.
I'm guessing Vader won, I'm hoping.
Yeah, he beat Nikita Koloff. Like, come on. You think Nikita in 1982 was beating Vader?
Probably not.
I think that was also because Rick Rude had to face Chono for the NWA belt.
Yeah, I'm going to give out a little bit to Watts here at WCW later on in the show, and you'll probably know why.
All right. Well, why don't we get started with this show? Halloween Havoc 1984 from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. And we got a hot crowd here tonight. And introducing us to the show, we got Tony, we got Bobby, and Mean Gene.
And disappointingly, not in any kind of Halloween garb of any kind.
Oh, no, unfortunately not. Well, I think Bobby's got the neck brace. It's probably impossible for him to have any sort of Halloween gear right now.
I guess, yeah.
But I appreciate that Bobby brings us some Detroit sports history, including a rare mention on a wrestling podcast to former Detroit Tiger and the last 30-game winner, Denny McLean. Also brings up Bob Lanier from the Pistons. I guess maybe he didn't want to bring up Isaiah Thomas or Bill Lambier or whatever.
Probably not, but he did bring up the fact that across the street at Cobo Hall was where Nancy Kerrigan got whacked in the knee. Interesting parallel to our current storyline of the Masked Man.
That's right. Okay, so Mean Gene also says the hotline, the first guest is Sting, and he's going to be having some questions about why he's not wrestling on the pay-per-view.
Well, in the immortal words of Dennis Stamp, he wasn't booked.
No, he wasn't booked. But I will get to the next part, which is we got the national anthem playing. And I just want to show with you, Dane, on the screen share, the singer's jacket right here, or his shirt.
What the heck is going on with that shirt?
I have no idea. How would you describe this shirt?
Well, it seems like it's got a checkerboard pattern, but black and white. But then it's got a weird landscape thing at the top of it. So, although also another thing, this seems to be the third or fourth time that we've had some random country singer coming out to sing the national anthems. Was this a common thing for WCW pay-per-views at this time?
Probably. I don't know.
And then we got a nice quick shot in the crowd of Muhammad Ali.
That's right.
Looking a bit disinterested.
He's like, yeah, fuck this. I protested the Vietnam War for this. Well, we got our first matchup on this show. It's for the World Television Championship as the Honky Tonky Man takes on Johnny B. Bad. And
we get stressed by ring announcer Gary Michael Capetta that there is a 10-minute time limit to this match.
10 minutes? That's awfully short for a title match.
It's almost like someone doesn't want to work that long.
I wonder. But I like that Johnny's got these sparklers things.
Yeah, he's got the sparkler guns on his cape there.
Oh, some vampire teeth. Ooh.
Yeah, looking almost like the Goblin Time picture.
Yeah, he does. I gotta appreciate the one person in the crowd who I think Bobby at one point compares to Zsa Zsa Gabor during this show.
Oh, yes. Yes, this lady comes up quite a bit because she's at the ringside and she's actually sitting next to Muhammad, and I'm guessing that's his wife, Muhammad's wife, next to her, or maybe that can't be Leia Ali, could it?
I think that, I don't know, maybe it is. I'm not sure, but
yeah, but this blonde woman with some big blonde hair, and she's got a sign that says "Bad looks good."
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we got our match here for the World TV title. So for the first time in a long time, we're going to go to Scott here.
I'm not expecting Scott to be kind.
No, he's not going to be kind at all this match. So let's go to Scott. This feels like a mistake as a show opener. Should have went with the Nasty Boys match. Honky hides in the ropes to start, but Bad gets the full arm drag and twist, and Honky has to run away again. Bad with an atomic drop, and he messes up the hair before sending Honky running again. Back in, Honky runs him into the corner and drops a fist on him to take over before putting down with a back elbow. Honky with chinlock as he's just doing a basic Memphis match from the 80s here. Sticking out like a sore thumb in a company full of people who are actually motivated in trying new stuff at that point. Bad with a sunset flip for 2, but Honky goes back to the chinlock. He tries to finish with a neck breaker, but Bad backdrops out of it. So Honky runs him into the corner and gets 2 with the ropes for leverage. They slowly fight to the floor and back in as the finish is already incredibly telegraphed by the fact that they basically started doing time calls as soon as the opening bell rang. Honky with another chin lock to slow it down even more, but Bad makes a comeback and slugs away in the corner while Honky does his goofy selling. Back elbow puts Honky down, but he comes back with a back suplex for a double down with time running out. And Honky doesn't try to pin. He just chokes Bad out, and they scrap until time expires at 10 minutes. Well, the timekeeping was accurate in this one. You have to give it that. Honky was completely worthless at this point. It should have been fired way before this match was allowed to sync up the PPB. Dud.
Yeah, it was, Bad was not bad, I guess, but God, was anyone clamoring for a 1994 Honky Tonk Man run?
No. And you know what? I just don't get it. It's like, in kayfabe, why is Honky Tonk Man doing these rest spots if it's 10 minutes?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like almost like they should have almost did like how with the speed matches that they have, and where it's you got 3 minutes basically to try and get the pinfall, or I guess it's a draw. Then you're at least going like almost bell to bell trying to get to that pinfall instead of just wasting time.
But Bobby's like, if that match had gone on another minute, we'd have had a new world television champion. I don't think so, Bobby.
And somewhere, someone had sent that clip to Vince, and he's like, a minute of overtime, pal. That sounds like a good idea somewhere. I might use that somewhere down the line in a match where it ends in a draw.
Huh. We might get to that at some point. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
Okay, so we got a recap of the Hogan Flair feud, and obviously we get to see more footage of that amateur video of Flair and Mr. T outside of Michael Jordan's restaurant. So, whose side is Mr. T on, Dane?
I don't know, but maybe he's not on anyone's side. He's on his own side.
I guess he's supposed to be unbiased, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He does have some loyalty to the Hulkster. I mean, he can't be unbiased totally.
Did the Hulkster take him out to a nice dinner at Michael Jordan's restaurant lately? Too bad Pastamania wasn't
around at the Mall of America. Yeah.
Yeah. Could have taken out some Hulk views or Hulkaroos.
Oh, that would have been something. Mr. T eating some Hulkaroos at the Mall of America at Pastamania. All right, but our next match is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship as Stars and Stripes, who are now the tag team champions, take on the former champions in Pretty Wonderful. And I know we always say this in these shows that we've seen Stars and Stripes in, but God, love their ring outfits with the jackets. I mean, oh.
Good look for them. I think during the match, Bobby Heenan pontificates that the true identity of the Patriot is, at the time, then Vice President Al Gore, because the Patriots billed from Washington, D.C.
Okay, how the hell would Al Gore be a wrestler? That doesn't have the build of Al Gore. Del Wilkes does not have the body of Al Gore. I'm sorry.
Unless there could be two Patriots running around. For all we know, Al Gore is maybe putting on the Patriot mask while he hunted down Man Bear Pig.
Well, maybe, he was too busy. He was creating the internet. So, I mean...
Creating the internet and working on an idea to try and save this planet with boring PowerPoint presentations about saying how we're destroying our planet with the environment.
Yeah. Okay, so let's head to Scott for this review of the World Tag Team title match. Patriot and Wonderful slug it out while Bobby speculates that the Patriot is actually Al Gore under the mask. I'd say huge if true, but I think Patriot was already known as Del Wilkes and Cannon by that point. It's quickly a Donnybrook as Orndorff gets double-teamed by the champs over to Roma, and he finds his arm worked over. But he manages to spring to the top and drops a fist on Bagwell in a weird spot. I think he was intending for a flying elbow, but Bagwell wasn't in position. Bagwell with a crossbody for two, and he goes back to the arm. And then Patriot comes in and works him over to set up a flying sunset flip from Marcus for two. Back to Orndorff, and Bagwell goes after his arm and awkwardly blocks a power slam, hitting his own series of slams instead. They got some communication issues going here, which is weird given all the matches they had so far. The chance work Roma over, and then Patriot hits a corner clothesline for 2, but Bagwell comes in, and the heels finally trap him in the corner and put the boots to him to take over. Roma demands, "Wind it up, Paul," and so Wonderful drops the boogie woogie elbow and gets a big pop for it. Yeah, that was a good move right there, the boogie woogie elbow. Man was a trailblazer, didn't even know it. Roma puts the boots to Bagwell in the corner while Tony reminisces about poor Orndorff and Jimmy Snuka winning the World Tag Team titles back in the 70s. Wow, I didn't expect that from Tony. What a deep cut.
Yeah, that is a deep cut.
I can't imagine Paul Orndorff and Jimmy Snuka being a team.
How would that work as a team, I guess?
I don't know. That just seems like a completely random team that you would just randomly make in like universe mode or something.
Yeah.
Bagwell fights up and runs into a knee from Roma on the apron, but Marcus gets a suplex on Orndorff for 2. Backslide gets to this. We're running a little too long on the heat segment, and it's time for a hot tag here. Bagwell with sleeper, and Roma breaks that up. So Patriot runs in without a tag, and they all slug it out. Bagwell with his fisherman suplex, but the ref escorts Patriot out, and Roma nails Bagwell off the top rope and puts Orndorff on top for the pin, and the title's at 13:47. This was looking like another quickie Bagwell reign gone wrong, but they actually ended up regaining them again later. Match was fairly dull stuff, but the finish got a big pop, 2.5 stars. Yeah, thanks for the spoiler there, Scott, for a future episode. But
seemed to really push Bagwell as a tag team special, because they talked about in the match too that he had held the tag belts with 2 Cold Scorpio before. So
yeah. And of course, later we'd have American males. And
then, of course, we have the somewhat underrated Vicious and Delicious in the NWO with Buff Bagwell and Scott Flash Norton.
Oh, yeah, indeed. Okay, so now we're going to head up to Mean Gene Okerlund with the Nature Boy and Sherry.
Very much, Tony Schiavone. I'm back in the locker room area with the perennial, yes, matter of fact, 11-time WCW heavyweight champion. He is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He is, of course, accompanied by Sensuous Sherry. I don't know if she can keep a lid on it or not, Flair, but this has got to be the biggest night of your career.
Well, she can keep a lid on it, but she doesn't have to. You see, we're already planning the greatest celebration in the history of the sport, and why not?
Where?
The so-called #1 wrestler of all time, the governing body, the man that's made it all happen, is no longer going to be with us. You see, Hogan, and I'm directing this at you and the entire pay-per-view world. Hulk Hogan, tonight it comes to an end, courtesy of this limousine-riding, kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing, jet-flying son of a gun that just happens to be the greatest wrestler of all time. Don't you get it? Don't look at the videos. Don't look at old tapes. Look at what's happening today. My butt and your butt, it's on the line. 2 of us walk that aisle. 2 of us get in the ring. 2 of us battle. 1 of us walks out. Unquestionably, undeniably, the greatest of all time. The other one, you're out of here, brother. It's into the sunset. It's gone. It's history. It's no more. Now, does the Queen, do we look like we're ready for the history book? No. Queen, have we got a game plan?
We got a game plan.
Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
The price right.
The price is right.
Am I the Nature Boy? Ric Flair, are you the Queen?
I'm the Queen.
Are we going to beat Hulk Hogan?
We're going to beat Hulk Hogan.
In just a few hours, sayonara. Woo!
All right, I thank you very much, Sensuous Sherry and the Nature Boy. Very confident now at the 11th hour. Let's get back to Tony and Bobby inside.
I loved the way Sherry was like smiling and dancing during
Smiling.
the whole thing.
Yeah. And an interesting bit, it looks like also Rick has got the Royal Rumble 92 robe on there as well.
That's right. From that episode of Most Wanted Treasures season 1, because I believe it was after a Nitro in Johnson City, Tennessee, that he infamously lost the robe. And it took almost like, I think, over 25 years for them to finally find that damn robe.
Yeah.
Conrad was like so on his podcast for like years and years, I remember, was like putting out feelers. Hey, if anybody has this robe, please DM me because I really need to find this robe. Well, I don't know what's going to happen tonight, Dane. I mean, Rick and Sherry, they've gotten to Mr. T, so.
But they got to Mr. T, or they got a plan of some sort. Maybe involves some army of masked men as well, too, maybe?
Oh, might be. Possibly.
Yeah.
But okay, it's brother against brother tonight as Kevin and Dave Sullivan are going to go at it. And, oh, wait a minute, Dane, I heard that apparently Dave is debuting a new song here tonight.
Dave Sullivan's going to have a brand new song as he comes to the ring. Is that true?
Yeah. Da-dum, 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 da-dum.
No, it's not that song.
They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, ho ho, maybe, huh?
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he is from Daytona Beach, Florida.
He thinks.
And he is the world's #1 Hulkamaniac, Dave Sullivan.
Well, at least it's the cheerful kid chorus version of I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac instead of the album version that sounds like the chorus singers have been deprived of protein as a way of trying to be broken down into the cult of Hulkamania.
Oh, yeah, the singers on the album version on the Hulksters album, they sound depressed as fuck. At least these kids sound more alive.
Yeah, exactly.
And Dave's like, Hulkamaniac!
Yeah, I'm a Hulkamaniac. And Gary Michael Capetta announces him as the #1 Hulkamaniac. You don't think Brother Brutai took that as a slight, do you?
No, I don't think Brother Why would he take it as a slight, Dane?
I don't know. I mean, he's always hung and bunged with Hogan. And all of a sudden, here comes this usurper that's like now all of a sudden being promoted as the #1 Hulkamaniac.
Yeah, but I think he'll be understandable. I mean, he's just like a fan. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, that's. Although we have a couple of unimpressed kids there in the not to shock everything for everything.
46-16 in the video. This one kid on the left's like, yikes!
Yikes! I'm hoping I don't end up like that when I grow up as a Hogan fan.
This guy right above him has no reaction too. He's just like, yeah, okay, I guess. This Rick Pitino looking guy right here above this kid with the face right here. Oh. And you know what? I'm happy that he's still wearing that robe that Hulkster gave him.
Yep, from the main event of episode that we did.
That's right.
And you still got the magic slippers on too, though. Apparently, I think you told me that they were signed by Hogan as well too.
Yeah, Tony said that they were autographed by the Hulkster, and I'm like, hold on a second. These are the shoes he wore at WrestleMania 3, and they're autographed. Why is he wearing these shoes? Doesn't he know that these shoes are worth a lot of money?
It could be worth lots of money. You can buy lots of stuff for your future pet rabbit.
Yeah, like in 30 years, you could sell those shoes. You can get them verified on like JSA or whatever. Yeah. Get the COA. You sell them on Heritage Auctions, and you make like 50 grand.
Yeah, I'd buy a lot of carrots.
Yeah, it would. Buy a lot of carrots for the rabbit that Dave will have. All right, let's head to Scott for this review, and I'm curious to see what Scott had to say about this match.
Oh, yes, I'm curious too. Even the theme song, I'm wondering if he comments about it.
Yes, it's the epic debut of I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac, which sadly has survived the music purge on WWE Network. I can't imagine why having this clearly 40-something grown man acting like a child with little children singing his song didn't get him over. Evad hits Kevin with a back elbow, but Kevin clotheslines him out of the corner. While they note that Hogan told Evad that the magic slippers were the very boots that he wore when he beat Andre in '87. What a fucking grifter this guy is. Is he going to be selling him a mean coin next? They have a shitty brawl to the floor, and Davis is in charge in the ring and allowing Kevin to stomp him down and take over. So Kevin grabs a Hogan bandana and shoves it down his brother's throat before hitting the double stomp. But that just makes Evad mad, and he does his shitty Hogan comeback, only for Kevin to call for a truce by pretending to kiss the Hogan ring and accepting Hulkamania. So idiot Dave believes him, and Kevin sucker punches him before they brawl to the outside again. And Evad suddenly beats the count at 5-12. Spoiler, putting yellow boots on the equalizer doesn't suddenly make him not one of the worst wrestlers in history. -2 stars. Also, even in storyline, Hogan is a worthless, gaslighting son of a bitch who sold Dave Sullivan a pair of magic slippers that didn't even work and only allowed him to beat Kevin via countout. Hope Dave saved his receipt, although good luck getting a refund from that orange-colored grifter. Hulk would probably take him to court and tie up the case for years anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, this was clearly not good.
They tried, but I'm thinking at least bigger and better things are coming up for Kevin Sullivan, at least.
Oh, yeah, definitely by the end of this night.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate that Bobby made a mention of this being a family feud to Ray Combs, even though by this point in October of 1994, Ray Combs had been fired from Family Feud for Richard Dawson at this point.
Well, they brought Richard Dawson back for the syndicated Family Feud?
Yeah, the last season of the syndicated version, they brought Richard Dawson back to spike ratings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Then Family Feud got canceled and wasn't brought back until 1999 with Louis Anderson. We gotta continue this feud between Dustin and the Stud Stable as Dustin takes on Arn Anderson here. The never-ending feud between Dustin and the Stud Stable.
Where has Dusty gone off to? Because we did have him on commentary there on when we did the main event there, so...
I don't know, maybe Dusty's too busy with the Moo match of the week on WCW Prime with Gordon at this time.
Yeah, it's good to see Ming again in his suit.
So, let's go to Scott for the review of Dustin and Arn. Once again, a reminder that Cowboy Arn was awesome and did nothing wrong here, as he told Dustin from day one that he would be a ruthless piece of shit that would turn on Dustin a second, and then did just that. That's on Dustin. Hopefully he's got some other family members who aren't so gullible. Oh, I wonder who that's in reference to, Dane.
Adrenaline in my soul. Something, something, Cody Rhodes.
They fight for the lockup and trade takedowns on the mat, but Arn claims a hair pull, and that's usually a bad sign for this match. They slug it out, and Dustin wins that battle, and then falls with an atomic drop into the corner and clothesline to the neck. Dustin goes up, and Arn brings him down on his little naturals, but Dustin comes down with a flying clothesline for 2. Dustin tries to flip-flop and fly, but can barely finish the flop before Arn slugs him down to cut him off. You rarely ever see someone winding their punches successfully in a Street Fighter MMA setting. They brawl to the floor, and Arn runs into the post as a result, allowing Dustin to get a roll for 2 in the ring. Dustin goes to work on the arm to ground the match, but he tries the lariat and misses, landing on the floor as a result. Pretty good bump from Dustin there, flying right over the giant stairs in the middle of the apron. Back in, Arn goes to work on him and gets 2, and we get the spot where Arn does the knuckle block and lands on Dustin's knees. But he turns that into a catapult under the ropes instead of for a nice little twist. They slug it out, and Dustin comes back with a knee lift and hits his lariat on the second try, which gets 2. Arn tries for the DDT, and Dustin grabs the ropes and drops an elbow for 2. Dustin with a stun gun, and Arn is knocked loopy, but he tries a pile driver anyway. Dustin reverses, and Arn blocks it and grabs the ropes for 2, but the ref catches it. Dustin reverses the cradle for the pin at 9:52. Nice little match, but this was like a WCW Pro main event on TV, not a pay-per-view blood feud blow-up 3 stars.
It was a decent match. I mean, I can kind of see why back in the day when we, on the old Death Valley Driver video review, there was the famous Dustin of the Day posting that was Phil Schneider finding 30 Dustin Rhodes matches that were better than Triple H's top 10 matches. And half of them ended up being various WCW Pro or main event matches. But I can kind of see why Dustin Rhodes was a good solid hand at this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got to go to Mean Gene here as he's backstage with Hogan, Jimmy Hart, and Brother Brutai, his best friend in the entire world, Dade.
Yep. He showed me a screenshot earlier that Brother Brutai's facial expression at the one point looks very low.
Yeah, he definitely looked shocked there. I randomly paused it at one point, and yeah. All right, so let's get to this promo.
The Joe Louis Arena, with that in mind, we go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
All right, Tony, I'm here along with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. The big brother is back here. And, of course, the man is here tonight. The biggest night.
Wait, the man is here tonight? Becky Lynch is here in 1994?
1994? She can remind us that she's a best-selling author and the best women's wrestler ever, because Sports Illustrated said it. And even Bleacher Report.
Oh, fucking Bleacher Report.
Get that garbage out of here!
The biggest night, certainly in his career. WCW heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan, a jam-packed Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. And we got millions of other folks watching all over the country and around the world tonight. You and Ric Flair one-on-one inside a steel cage. And what about tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be a new era.
Well, you know what we need to talk about is last night, Mean Gene. You know, I actually thought Hulk Hogan could sneak into the Motor City unnoticed, brother. But as I was camouflaged, as Jimmy Hart was camouflaged, and as a big brother acting like he was camouflaged, everybody knew by the pump on the guns, big brother, that Hulk Hogan was here to take care of business. You know, and then we went to the hotel, man. You talk about Hulkamania running wild. You talk about anti-Flair signs. I've never seen it.
Can we just describe what Brutai's doing in the background?
He's just got his arms crossed and just mugging for the camera. Although I want to...
He's just putting like his fingers on his chin.
Yeah, he's like pontificating something. And meanwhile, we've already got classic Hogan promo bollocks about being camouflaged, sneaking into the city. I mean, what, are they worried that, like, RoboCop is going to come after them or something?
They worried about the mobs of people that are going to be coming to Detroit just to see the Hulkster?
Or, well, Hogan was camouflaged, and Jimmy Hart was camouflaged, and the big brother Brutai, he was trying to be camouflaged, apparently. And there's a lot of anti-Flair sentiment as well, too, I guess, in Detroit.
All right, I guess. Yeah. I guess there's anti-Flair sentiment.
Yeah, I mean, there again, I mean, Detroit was a big WWF stomping ground, and I guess Hogan would be over there too, so.
Yeah.
And now that we're at Joe Louis Arena, it's going to be just like the last time I slammed that big giant. God bless his soul. The place is going to come down. The Hulkamaniacs are going to start ripping their shirts. And then Mr. Flair will know for one last time that there's only room for one man in the WCW to lead all these Hulkamaniacs.
All right, now Hulk Hogan out of the subject of the special guest referee. Things just don't seem right, in my opinion, with Mr. T. He showed up tonight in a big, long limousine, and all of a sudden, Sherry was all over him like a cheap suit.
Well, you know, I cornered Mr. T just the other day. And you know something? When somebody doesn't make eye contact with you, when you talk to them, you can tell if they're on the level or not. Well, as I stared into Mr. T's eyes, and as he stared into the eyes of the Hulkster brother, I knew Mean Gene, he was still training. I knew he was still saying his prayers, brother. And I knew Mr. T had definitely eaten his vitamins by the pump on his guns, brother. Mr.
Now, hold on. I loved the closed captioning on YouTube. When it's obvious he said vitamins, it just says indistinct.
Indistinct. Yes. Air quotes, vitamins.
Ulster, if you're down for a 3 count, I'm going to count you out, brother. He told me he's going to call it just like he sees it. But all I got to say, Mr. T, is watch the dirtiest player in the game, because it's not Mr. T I don't trust. It's once I'm inside the safety, that is, of the steel cage, I'm afraid that Ric Flair might try to sucker Mr. T in, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure involved in this title defense tonight here at Halloween Havoc. You've got Muhammad Ali here. You've got Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Emmanuel Stewart, Willie Stargell, Hank Aaron, and I mean celebrities right and left. Does that add any more pressure to it?
You know, we're not worried about the pressure, brother. Jimmy Hart and the big brother here, we've gone over this thing in detail, man. We don't care about the celebrities. All we care about are the Hulkamaniacs. I sat down with the big brother and Jimmy Hart, and we discussed how we were going to get in the ring. We discussed how we were going to out-wrestle Flair, how we were going to beat him, how we were going to humiliate him. They know each and everything that I'm going to do out there. We've got the battle plan, and we're a team. And what you're going to do, Ric Flair, when I retire you.
All right, let's get back inside. Come on. Yeah.
So, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nuts do we rate this Hogan promo?
Well, it still doesn't quite top, I think, WrestleMania 4 with referring to, thank God,
Mr. Black,
the Hulkamaniac, brother. And I know he's going to be able to let go of his material possessions, brother. We're going to slam the big giant and cause a big fault, brother. And don't worry, I'm going to be able to dog paddle all the Hulkamaniacs to safety, brother.
God damn it, now I have to go record Mr. Black again. Jesus.
It was a nice return form for Nutso Hogan promo. And just look, I can just imagine like that conversation now. Hogan like cornering Mr. T and just staring him in the eye and looking at his muscles, making sure that, yeah, he's still a Hulkamaniac, brother. But he's going to call it down the middle.
All right, so now we get to the U.S. title rematch from Fall Brawl as Stunning Steve Austin is trying to win back the title against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, poor Steve.
Yeah. So you can just feel that just building inside him to eventually let it all come out in that work shoot promo he did when he made his way to ECW.
Oh, yeah. Talking about Bongo, where the big boys play with each other.
Yeah, and the other one that's like, he does like Dusty and Hogan impersonations, like, how about you put me back together, Brian? And then he's like, nah, baby, it's not going to work, brother. I can do the Steve-a-Maniac. Hulkamania was the biggest thing ever. And then I can feud with Hogan. And then it's like, no, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Okay, let's head to Scott for the review of the match. Steve's zero fucks given promos on Saturday night leading up to this match were a thing of beauty, as he was clearly in full knowledge of where the company was going without him, and he was just trying to get Mean Gene to crack by any means necessary. Well, I bet it's probably not as good as when Dr. D made Mean Gene crack by saying, I wanted a woman.
I want a woman. Now you, Hulk Hogan, you look like you belong in San Francisco. What's wrong with you, Gene?
I couldn't find a woman.
Well, I could find I could find a lot of men who look like women. Well,
oh, that's still the best Mean Gene moment ever.
That, or how he just carries on after the Booker T thing with the Hulk Hogan be coming for you, and he goes straight on to Stevie Ray and asks, and of course Stevie Ray then says, "What about the Harlem Hangover?" And poor Booker's in the background just got his hands over his face, almost kind of like, oh, what did I just say? And Sherry's just back there with him, comforting him after that.
Oh, well, that's one of my, I love Sherry. She's like, it's okay, sweetie.
Okay, sweetie.
All right, back to Scott. Austin stomps a mud hole on Duggan in the corner. You might say, but Duggan hits him with a clothesline out the corner in the spinning slam. Duggan with a sleeper, but Austin takes out the knee and goes to work on that. Duggan sets him up into the corner, and Steve takes a clown bump off that, and Duggan rolls him up for 2. Austin goes for the leg again and misses, allowing Duggan to hit him with an atomic drop as Austin bails, and he's selling for the back row. See, he was made to fill stadiums. There's the proof. Back in the ring, Austin offers a handshake. But if you can't trust Steve Austin, who can you trust? Duggan grabs a headlock, but Austin puts him down with double axe handles. Duggan fights up, so Austin hits him with a low brawl and chokes him out in the corner. He goes up with an elbow for 2, but misses a flying splash that allows Duggan to make the comeback. Tony notes that Duggan represents the working class of America. Maybe Austin should try doing that. But in this case, Duggan tries the 3-point stance, and Austin throws him over the top rope to draw the DQ at 8 minutes. Was it good? No. But watching Austin slowly go stir crazy in WCW and giving up all hope live on TV in real time gives the match a certain extra layer I couldn't appreciate at the time. 1 star.
Ugh. I always hated that stupid thrown over the top rope during a match and it's an automatic DQ. I mean, what was Bill Watts thinking with that?
Oh, yeah. I don't know either. Oh, by the way, Bobby before the match has a great line that I got to play here. So hold on, let me cue that up.
And I think this is his town. Detroit, the Motor City, where they build cars made in the good old USA. Just yesterday, I was up by the world headquarters of the Ford Motor Company in Dearborn, Michigan, right outside here. And this is where it all is, and this is where the U.S. champion is.
Well,
right now, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I'd love to hang with you. You go to Tiger Stadium when they don't play baseball, and on a Saturday you go to a motor company where everybody's laid off of work. Hey, tomorrow maybe we can go to the park and listen to grass grow. You're an exciting guy. I bet you and Chris Cruz hang around together.
Me and who?
Chris Cruz or Chris Kraft, whatever that guy's name is.
Oh.
That guy got to keep moving before they throw dirt on him.
Yeah, well, Chris is all right. All right.
Poor Chris Cruz.
I love that they subtly buried him. Like, eh.
Yeah, we know this guy's shit.
Okay, so now we go to a Mean Gene interview with Sting. And Sting's wearing a black tux, sort of, I guess.
He's got his black bow tie and suspenders and glasses, and again looking like Duke Nukem.
I never thought I'd hear Sting compared to Duke Nukem, but yeah, he kind of does.
He could have also pulled off Guile from Street Fighter if he wanted to.
Instead of JCVD, they could have cast Stinger.
Yeah, that could have been a little bit better for the movie.
Yeah, but I bet the promo wouldn't have been as good as Van Damme's "I'm not going home" speech.
Yeah.
Well, Sting says to Mean Gene that he wants to have a bird's eye view on the man that's going to lead wrestling right on into the 90s. And so he's going to go to his seat.
Yeah, and goes and sits right next to Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
And then we get our next match here.
Yeah, it's Vader and the Guardian Angel. As this feud is never ending, just like freaking Dustin and the Stud Stable. But all right, so here we go. It's the Guardian Angel and Big Van Vader. So here's Scott for this match. Angel attacks Harley for no reason, and they fight for the lockup in the corner, with Angel slapping him in an ill-conceived notion. So Vader boxes his ears and beats him into a pulp in the corner, then clotheslines him to the floor. They fight out there, and Angel continues going after Race with no provocation. Scott, he interfered in the triangle match last month.
Yeah, and then we got actually, I think in the promo package before this match, we also got to see Guardian Angel going after Race a few other times in various Vader matches, just because.
Yeah.
I would almost call this a prequel to some Big Boss Man behaving badly stuff.
Oh, you think this is where it originates, Dane? Big Boss Man behaving badly?
I think so.
Oh, well. It's a shame, like, we didn't have, Boss Man was no longer with us. We could have gotten, like, the Doc Martin part of his career to go with men behaving badly.
Yeah.
That's a great reference to Martin Clues, folks. Oh, Scott says with the provocations to Harley Race that Guardian Angel is race beating.
What about a
Back in the ring, he slams Vader onto poor retired Harley Race and slugs away in the corner. They fight for a suplex and Angel wins the battle. But Vader just whips him with punches, and that's tremendous. He goes up on Angel, and he catches him with a power slam on the way down as we get a hoss fight and a diving headbutt for 2. Angel clotheslines Vader to the floor as these 400-pound guys are just hurling each other around the ring with no regard. But Vader blocks the boss man and seemingly hurts his arm in the process. Angel is selling like he's dead, so Vader hits the Vader bomb for 2. Angel with a spine buster for 2, and the boss man slam looks to finish, but he goes after Race again. Stop playing the Race card! So he suplexes Race into the ring, and that backfires on him big time as Vader hits him with a splash and hits him with 8:15. They were having a banger, but it ended too quickly, and sadly didn't feature Vader shooting on Muhammad Ali at ringside. Vader would have been like, "Who's the man?" And Ali would be like, "I'm not sure. My memory's very foggy these days due to CTE. I would have given it an extra star, 3.5 stars."
Let's not forget this too, that Vader is apparently so, because they talk about it too, that he's the #1 contender for the world title after. So
obviously, Dane, since Vader's the #1 contender, he's going to get the championship match at Starrcade, right?
You would think so.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And of course, either match sounds like could be quite. I mean, we haven't quite had Hogan versus a big unstoppable monster yet. And of course, we had some good bangers earlier in the year with Flair and Vader, so either one could.
Oh, yeah, either one could probably take Vader, I bet.
Yeah.
That will be a banger at Starrcade. I can't wait to cover that. Oh, yeah. Man.
That'll be a great main event to cover one way or the other.
Oh, it will be. I guarantee you it'll be like a fantastic main event. Nothing will interrupt it. That will be for sure the main event. I guarantee you at Starrcade. Yeah. Meanwhile, Mean Gene's talking with Thomas the Hitman Hearns. And Scott says, clearly, Thomas Hearns not paying any attention to the storylines, which wouldn't be the first time the Hitman came to WCW and didn't give a shit. Oh! I bet you that Thomas Hearns doesn't have a problem with Bill Goldberg.
Probably not.
I love that Brett brings that up for no reason whatsoever.
It shortened his career, I guess, so I think he's more obsessed about that now than he is about Montreal or even with Owen's tragic accident death.
Yeah, I think that's all like water under the bridge. Now he's just like, I'm just going to beat piss out of Goldberg every chance I get. That should have been me getting a Saudi blood money payday, damn it. All right, so our next match is a tag team match between the Nasty Boys against Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck.
Oh.
All right, so this is going to be a good one.
Yes, I'm looking forward more so because of Terry Funk's antics as well.
Yeah. All right, so when we get the Nasty Boys coming out, Knobs has got a Beavis and Butthead mask of Beavis, and Jerry's got a pumpkin with him.
A pumpkin?
Yeah.
Good on the Nasty Boys from also living up to the Halloween Havoc part of this.
Oh, yes.
I'm hoping that pumpkin somehow gets involved.
Oh, hopefully we get to see someone smash a pumpkin over somebody's head. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, actually, I think I remember back in my EFED days with Justin Lawley. Actually, I think he came up with what he called a Smashing Pumpkins match, which was basically the hog pan match, but you had to throw your opponent into a pumpkin patch.
Oh, okay, that is great. Okay, some indie fed somewhere's got to use that match, okay? Use Justin's idea for that. Let's go to Scott for the review. Sags is a pumpkin with him, and you know where that thing is ending up given who's in the match. I'm assuming this is some kind of no-rule street fight, because otherwise, what are we even doing here? We get the big brawl to start, and the stud stable gets all confused and brawls with each other on the floor, while Parker tries to get Funk to regroup. Back in the ring, Knob slugs away on Terry, and he bumps the floor and threatens random people with a chair. Terry was too beautiful for 94 WCW. Back in the ring, Sags teabags Terry Funk. That's a thing that happened on pay-per-view television in 1994.
Okay. Okay, because we also know that we have Pity City from the Nasty Boys. So what would you rather have your face shoved in Knobs' armpit or get teabagged by them?
Well, it's Dane. It's 2 consecutive years that we have questionable things happen at Halloween Havoc, because as we all know, next year what
Yeah.
happens.
Oh, hey, and it's also in the same place too, Detroit.
That's right. Okay, now I gotta share with you this, Dean. I randomly have the match playing in the background, so I gotta share this. Okay, around 156.07, Terry gets a chair and he just hits himself in the head with the chair,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I'm gonna hit myself with this chair 5 times," and he keeps hitting himself with the chair, and then he turns around and
And then he has a go at Muhammad Ali, I think, a little bit there. Poor Muhammad. Things just like now he's looking a bit like Max Headroom there.
And now Terry's just wanting to go into this, and this guy who looks like David Lander is like, he's just looking straight at David Lander, looking principal, the squiggy looking guy.
Well, and then now comes Ming and Colonel Parker to kind of like get back in the match, Terry.
Oh, that is just Scott says about that. That's how I feel every time I log onto the internet these days. They fight into the crowd, and Buck tries to hang Sags with the top rope out there. Back in Sags with a double face buster, and Knobs gets the hot tag, but quickly gets stripped up. Buck loads up his glove with an international object, but the ref catches him, so Ming comes in and hits Funk by mistake. And Sags pile drives him on the pumpkin, and Knobs gets the pin at 7:55. Thank God Terry Funk took a pile driver on the pumpkin, because otherwise I would have lost all faith in him like a child learning the truth about Santa Claus. You know that he's a jolly old soul who brings presents to the children of the world like Christmas every year. Just in case there's any kids reading this, I know you'll be shocked to hear that the match was lousy, but Terry Funk was personally trying to entertain every person in the building or die trying. A star and a half.
It was, yeah, that was like I said, Terry's antics were the highlight of the match. And actually, I think Scott said that this should have been the opener instead of Honky and Bad.
Oh yeah, I would have much rather have had that as an opener than freaking see the Honky Tonky Man do like a gazillion rest spots.
Yeah, like I said there, because I mean, you got Terry Funk acting all middle-aged and crazy, and you got the good comedy spot with the pile driver onto the pumpkin, and you had your faces win. So,
yeah. Okay, so we get a little spot here with Bill Shaw from WCW as they're gonna give a check to Muhammad Ali for his foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then
Bischoff also presents some kind of plaque as well too for Muhammad Ali's contributions to sports and entertainment.
Oh, that's nice. And I think Mean Gene also mentions that, of course, Eric is a Detroit boy, so it's kind of like a homecoming for him at this pay-per-view. So, all right, so we're getting up to it, Dane. This is going to be the end of an era as we now head to the retirement match between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair for the WCW title in a steel cage. Now, here we go. We're going to get to this match, but first, Mr. T is going to come out. And
oh, yeah.
Mr. T, for some reason, Mr. T, the man who, when you think of Chicago, is wearing a Detroit Red Wings jacket.
And he's wearing a Detroit Tigers hat too, I think, by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's wearing a Tigers hat, which he promptly gives away to some random ass fan at ringside. He's like, "You want the hat? Here you go.
Here you go, sucker."
Okay, now we got Rick coming out. He's wearing his butterfly robe, as we mentioned.
She's looking amazing.
Oh, she definitely is.
And of course, in the spot, we'll all have a good look at Sherry later in the spot in the match there.
Oh, will we ever have a good spot of Sherry? But now we get, this is so great. Oh, isn't it so nice that Brother
Yeah.
Brudey's come out with Hogan for the
Yeah.
entrance?
Jimmy Hart hops up for the high five from Hogan, and we got some nice pyro for Hogan as well too. And I think at some point here, because Michael Buffer is doing the introductions, and he calls Hogan the King of Hulkamania.
No, Dane. He calls him the
Oh.
King of Hulkmania. Not Hulkamania, it's Hulkmania.
Okay. Oh yes. Can't
Mr.
believe that Mr. Bret Hitman Clark would botch an introduction.
Oh, yeah, would he ever?
Oh yes, there's that guy, the big Hogan lookalike, and that Hogan's posing with. I think
That's
he's been here a few times because I'm trying to think because I remember them two being looked like he was like at Survivor Series '91 where Hogan faced the Undertaker here in Detroit.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I think he was also there too for '93 at King of the Ring when Hogan faced Yokozuna.
Yep.
And I think also he was there too for the other show we covered on the podcast with the '95 Nitro where Hogan got his mustache shaved off by the Dungeon of Doom.
Yeah, that's right. Let's remember, folks, Kevin Sullivan, not a good-looking drag queen.
No. But I don't know. I mean, so far this guy's been around at some of Hogan's lowest points, and Flair's got his high point robe on. I don't think things are looking too good for the Hulkster here.
Oh, no, I don't think so at all. I'm worried. I'm worried about how this match is going to go, Dane. I don't have a good feeling. But okay, we're going to have the crowd cheering as the steel cage is going to be lowered down to the ring. So let's go.
I'm sorry, but that is the most rickety steel cage I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, this is the shitty.
I think I remember that I went 2008 to a SmackDown taping, and the go home dark match was Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk in a steel cage, and they put that cage like quickly, and it looked a lot more stable than this one is.
Oh yeah, so yeah, let's see how rickety this cage is as Tony hypes up this big match as we're about to start.
First world heavyweight title, that of course Hulk Hogan. And as the cage lowers over both men and it's secured and placed by our ring crew, any final thoughts here, Brain?
No, you just wait for the bell now. There's no thinking, there's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do. It's just who's the luckiest, who's going to be the dirtiest.
Good points brought up by Heenan.
Yep.
And for some reason, Mr. T's not wearing traditional referee garb. He's just wearing that Detroit Red Wings jacket. Well, he's just looking like just some lad off the street that's officiating this match.
Now, one part I like it here is that Hogan didn't bother to take the shirt off, and he's just choking him with the shirt. And T's like, "Stop that!" He just throws it up, and then I think he's holding that shirt for the entire match.
Hogan stomping Flair in the corner, and T again is like admonishing Hogan, so establishing that he's not playing favorites at least.
Okay, there's this one spot here where Hogan just rams Flair into the cage right there.
And then Flair does his traditional Flair flop, as was the style at the time.
Oh, look, there's Nick Bockwinkel. And then we see this nice shot of like Sting's sunglasses there.
Got Muhammad Ali looking like he's having some PTSD from probably some of his matches with Joe Frazier, I guess.
Or the time Gorilla Monsoon put him in an airplane spin. Okay, here's what I was like. Hogan's choking Flair again, and Mr. T's like, "Oh, stop me, fool!" He just takes the ripped shirt. Now he just holds it for the entire match.
I'm gonna keep it out.
Okay. I love this. Flair's going for a pin here at 2:18:35, and Mr. T's like, he's slowly counting. Like, my mother would, like, 2 bad knees could count a pin better than Mr. T there.
Almost like he doesn't know what he's doing as referee.
No. I don't know what Nick Bockwinkel was thinking making him the ref for this match.
Now Flair's trying to escape from the cage, but Hogan, and thankfully we don't get or maybe we did. I don't know. Thankfully we didn't get Hogan pulling at Flair's sights and then giving a good full moon view to the.
Oh, the crowd. Oh, thank God we didn't get that shit.
Yeah.
This is a retirement match. I don't want to see Ric Flair's ass before he supposedly has to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, Flair's going to go for a figure 4 here, and then Hogan tries to reverse it. Oh, small package. Oh, one. God damn it, Mr. T, you suck as a ref.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Now Flair's doing some chops, but now Hogan's going to hulk up here.
Hulking up a bit. Throws Flair into the corner. Nice back body drop. Hogan throws Flair into the cage. Oh, another Flair flop. Oh, now we got Hogan rubbing Flair into the cage. Actually, I'm surprised we didn't get any, or was the no blading policy in at this time now.
I think we have the no blading policy right now in WCW. And now, once again, Mr. T's on his knees doing a shitty ass 3 counts. You think like Nick Patrick or Randy Henderson, you think one of those guys could have shown him how to do a 3 count?
Would have thought so. You got 2 consummate professionals in Pee Wee Anderson and Nick Patrick, so I'm surprised he didn't. Who else was kind of like agents at the time that could have also like shown T like, hey, this is how you do your counting? Because we always had I know Pat Patterson in WWE was always known as the guy that always worked with the celebrities to make sure they know what they're doing.
Maybe it was like Greg Gagne or somebody. I don't know.
Greg Gagne or Eric Watts maybe was still skulking around somewhere after Daddy left.
Maybe. One of the Armstrongs. I don't know. Oh, wait. We didn't mention that on the main event prior to this show, Bryan actually wrestled Stevie Ray.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, Bryan was getting a lot of work in main event right before he headed to WWF become the roadie for Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, and a rare singles match for tag team specialist Stevie Ray.
Yeah. Well, just remember, Dane, that Hardbody Harrison was innocent according to Stevie Ray. They didn't hold all those women captive.
Yeah. I just hope that Stevie Ray is just doing a bit, because otherwise that's just.
Oh, that'd be like really scary if you actually believed that.
Yeah.
But he did raise a good point in that. You think Fox News is actually credible? Well, I'm convinced now, Stevie Ray. You've made me question everything.
Yeah. You raised some reasonable doubt here. You should have been on the jury there, Stevie Ray.
You should have been Hardbody's attorney.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back here. Hogan is down here and the Flair's. Oh, he's gonna take out the knee, Dane.
Taking out the knee.
Then what the hell's Mr. T doing right here? You're supposed to call this right down the middle, Mr. T. What kind of ref are you?
Yeah.
All right, so figure 4. Oh, how humiliating will this be, Dane? Oh, the Hulkster's career. It's going to end with the figure 4. This is going to be so sad.
Yeah, and Mr. T having to currently make either the call for the submission or the pin. Hogan reverses and kicks out, and Flair broke it quickly, but Hogan's got a bad wheel now, brother.
Oh, the knee's terrible, brother. Oh.
My knee's gone, brother.
All right. Hogan's going to go off the ropes here. And What? Oh no! Mr. T is down. Flair pushed Mr.
Oh,
T into.
he pushed him in the way. Now Mountain knows no ref, so now Flair can go to town on.
Oh, he definitely is going to go to. Oh wait, now. Oh, I love this. Where is this going to drink Mr. T's ass? There, it's like, come on, make the cover, and Mr. T didn't even bother making a count.
He didn't even make a count. He just laid there, and Flair, and then Hogan just powers out and tosses Flair onto Mr. T.
And Flair's like, "Ah, you son of a bitch!"
Here comes Sherry into the cage, but Jimmy Hart decides to stop her and grabs a good handful of her skirt, and whoa, hello. We got a nice shot of Sherry wearing some garters and nylon stockings, and Jimmy Hart's like, what have I done?
Oh, what have I done, baby?
What have I done, baby?
And then right into the camera goes Jimmy. Oh, nice bump by Jackie Crockett or whoever. And Sting's like, I've had enough of this shit.
There's too much I'm going to stop her now.
Yeah. All right. So, oh, man. He's going to tell Sherry. Oh, man. I can't wait. Oh, he's going to give Sherry the business. I want to hear what he has to say to Sherry.
I know idea Sting being out there. Look at the match. There's the match.
Wait a minute.
Whoa! Oh, the Masked Man!
Masked Man. Wait a minute. Where's Brother Brutai in all of this confusion? Did he just disappear after escorting Hogan to the ring?
Oh, yeah, he must be in catering right now. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to handle the pressure of seeing his best friend possibly retire.
Oh.
So he probably wants to have a quick bite of catering and then hear the result of the match from somebody.
Yeah. But no, we got the Masked Man. He gives Sting a good whack with the steel pipe and gives a good whacking to Jimmy Hart as well, too, for good measures.
And Bobby speculates, he had to be there under the ring all day. And then Sherry makes this nice little jump onto the cages.
Oh, yeah, that was, considering how rickety this cage is, that was quite the, it's not quite the Io Sky doing a moonsault with a trash can over her, but that was quite the impressive spot.
Yeah. And now Flair is going into the knee. And
the Masked Man is also now scaling like Spider-Man.
It looks like he's humping the cage of the Masked Man.
God, can't we have a Halloween Havoc where someone's not humping something?
It's even worse because he's got the pipe and it looks like he's got a schlong.
That's a penis.
And now, hold on. What are they gonna what are they doing to Mr. T? Hold on a sec. I want to hear what Tony and Bobby are saying here.
What are they doing to Mr. T? What for? That's a handcuff. Sherry is handcuffing Mr. What is going on here?
That's not the first time she slapped a pair of cuffs on a guy.
How would you know that, Bobby? So now Mr. T's handcuffed to the bottom of the ropes.
Oh, Sherry
and Sherry are going to double team. And the Masked Man drops the pipe into the cage.
Sherry's getting out of the cage. Well, Flair is, come on, T, hit the pin. Oh, you son of a bitch.
You handcuffed him and beat the crap out of him, and you wanted him to make the count? But no, Sherry decides to come back, and some more double teaming from Sherry and Flair onto Hogan.
Oh, now Sherry's getting on the action, beating the shit out of Mr. T. And wait. Oh, no, brother.
Uh-oh. Now we got Hogan. Oh, now I think he's starting to really hulk up now.
They both get clotheslines here.
And Hogan gently slams Sherry.
Oh, that's nice. He gave a nice little kind slam to Sherry there.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Sherry for taking all these bumps.
Everybody getting clotheslined all over the place. And Mr. T's like, I'm still handcuffed, fool. Oh, Oh.
Mary tries to escape from the top, but Hogan just press slams her, and Flair is also now trying to get out again, and so we got Hogan fighting Flair on top of the rope. Although it's one minor thing, because I think around this time Hogan was there, had the blown knee, and all of a sudden it's all healed up again.
Oh, magic.
Yeah.
I guess the pain comes and goes.
Power of the Hulkmanias.
Yeah.
As Michael Buffer would say.
Sherry gets a boot from the Hulkster, and then, here we go.
Now we're in full Hulk up mode.
Yep, the warning.
Warning finger wag.
Punches.
Punch.
And then, oh, wait. He's going to drag Rick to Mr. T, and Hogan does the leg drop, and Mr. T on the back is like, cut the pin, brother. 1, 2, 3.
And there we go. I guess Hogan wins, and goodbye, Flair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, Ric Flair's career is over as the Hulkster has prevailed against all odds and has won it.
Yeah, well, hey, now let's begin to build for Starrcade, Hogan Vader.
Yep. I should note Scott gave this 4.25 stars, and you know what? I have to agree with Scott on the rating.
It was an entertaining Hogan match for sure.
Oh, it definitely was.
And yeah, and everyone other than Mr. T played their parts perfectly.
Yep. Okay, and now we're gonna have the belt presented by Nick Bockwinkel with Hogan and Muhammad Ali. Yeah!
And there's our Zsa Zsa Gabor looking lady there at ringside. I think she has a Hulk's the One sign or something, maybe. I didn't quite see it.
I think that was on her shirt the whole show.
Yeah. Now we get the standard hot dog and grandstanding from Hogan. The cage has been removed. And there was some scary kid there with a Hogan Halloween mask.
Oh my god! Oh.
That was Uncanny Valley. I was thinking, hopefully that he didn't get that from Silver Shamrocks.
Oh, definitely. I think it's long past 9. I don't think they're gonna have a big giveaway after this pay-per-view goes off the air. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh,
wait a minute.
No.
The Masked Man is back. He's still.
Oh, he's still out. Oh no! And look at this security guard right here. This security guard's not doing jack shit to stop the Masked Man.
Yeah. Where are you, Doug Dillinger, too?
Yeah.
Like I said, kayfabe, how is Doug Dillinger charged of security? I mean, he's failed many times to try to obfuscate the Masked Man here.
Yeah, and freaking he was underneath the whole ring the whole time. Yeah.
Wouldn't anyone bother to check?
You'd think. All right. Well, I hope to God, Dane, we'll finally find out who this Masked Man is.
I hope so, too.
You think it's a dinosaur, you think?
I hope. Dinosaur doesn't quite have the build to be the Playmate of the Month.
No, it's definitely not the Playmate of the Month.
Although, I think I commented earlier, I'm surprised that we never got like a knockoff Dinosaur Hunter or even just dinosaur wrestlers in like WCW or WWF around this time, considering Jurassic Park's popularity.
Yeah, well, I don't think we have the Chris Pratt Raptor training gimmick until about 20 years later in Jurassic World, but
yeah.
All right.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! We got a Masked Man back! He's back again! The Masked Man is back again! Oh, for God's sake, somebody get him! He's gonna knock him out! He's waiting for him to turn around! Hogan got him!
Hogan knew he was coming.
Hulk Hogan's got the Masked Man! And I hope we find out who he is!
And now Hogan's like, all right, brother, you want to see me pull this mask off?
Fair play to the masked man, just signed to lay there and not, roll out and escape again.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get it, Dave. We're going to finally get the big reveal.
Let's do it.
I bet you it's Arn Anderson. I bet you it's Arn Anderson. Here it is. Yes, right. Oh, my.
Wait a minute.
What?
Brother Brutai? At
Brother-
two Brutai?
What? How could this have happened, Dean?
Why?
Why would Brother Brunei do this to us?
What has he done? What have you done, Brother Brutai?
Oh my God.
Hogan's like, why, brother?
Why'd you betray me, brother?
I've always, I think on Mandela Effect, I was thinking it was Tony who said it, but it's actually Bobby Heenan who says he's butchered a friendship line.
Oh yeah, and Tony says that's not all he butchered. He's a backstabber.
Brother Brutai, he's like trying to justify what he's done. Like please understand why I did this, Hogan.
Oh,
a
wait.
minute. There's Kevin Sullivan back.
Whoa, Kevin Sullivan.
We got 1, 2. What's going on here? Well, we know Sullivan doesn't like Hogan because he thinks he's boys. Wait a minute, who's this big quake of a man coming in?
Oh, it's rumbling. It's like an avalanche, and
An avalanche. Almost looks like John Tentis showed up with his earthquake tights, but they said, well, that's not gonna. We don't want to get sued here, so better spray paint it black all over, so we don't get sued.
And now John Tenta, he just slams Hogan with like his belly. Oh my God. Oh.
And Brother Brutai is wait, but now we got 1, 2, 3 people here against Hogan.
3 people. Oh, this is
And and all 3 have faces, I guess.
Yeah. I guess we should all fear that.
Yes, but also for Hogan's sake, who else is going? I can see Hogan and Sting fighting this new trio, but they almost need someone else. Because I mean, as much as I love Dave Sullivan being the #1 Hulkamaniac, I don't think he would fare too well against this triangle of phantasms. I guess they need someone else. I think.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tony's going to get over the house mic.
That's the man. That's Brother Brunei for crying out loud.
Brutus was doing the earthquake signal.
Yeah.
And now, Bobby's like, he did something that should have been done a long time ago. He got tired of playing second fiddle to Hulk Hogan.
After a decade and a half of playing second fiddle, he decides now is the time to turn on Hogan.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time in WWF was pretty much basis of most of Hogan's feuds. I mean, Orndorff turned on Hogan, Andre turned on Hogan, Savage turned on Hogan, and heck, we even had Sid turning on Hogan, although that was kind of a justifiable reasonings for that one.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget Sid was in the right that whole feud.
Yeah.
And then I guess we can't legally call this the earthquake splash.
No.
On Hogan. No. But now Sting's going to be like, oh, fuck this. I'm going to stop this.
I got to try and stop. Someone's got to stop this.
He had a nice little jump onto both Brutus and Tenta there.
Yeah. He's grabbing the WCW title belt, and Sullivan's pulling Brutai out, and Stinger is just chasing away the heels and helps roll out Hogan with the belt.
Oh. You know what, Dane? It's so shocking. I mean, Brutai has turned his back on the Hulkster. Oh, like Bobby said, he butchered the friendship.
Butchered a friendship.
Oh, well.
Things will never be the same again.
I don't know who he's going to be hanging banging with now, the Hulkster. It's going to be sad days at Venice Beach. Oh.
Yeah, he's still got the title. He's still got Jimmy Hart, who's definitely going to be his new friend to the end.
Oh, yeah. Definitely till the end. Jimmy's never going to betray the Hulkster. He's going to be like,
No.
I still got your back, baby. All right. So now let's get into the credits for Halloween Havoc 1994.
Executives in charge was Bill Shaw and Bob Dew.
Yep. And then producer Tony Schiavone.
Director
Craig
Craig Leathers. That'd be a good wrestling name / Halloween name.
Oh, Craig Lovers? Of course.
Yeah.
Rick Fancher is your technical director. Your associate directors are Dan Bynum Jr. and Neil Pruitt. The assistant director is Mark A. Sanders. Christine Johnson, your associate producer. Your audio, Rick Wallace, Joe Sparacino, and David O'Connell. Bill Reynolds doing electronic graphics. Videotape, Timmy Jones and Ken Horseman.
Ron Thompson and Ernie Watts are also in video.
Oh,
Jeff
Hall, engineer in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Dennis Nesbitt. He had to do the maintenance after the show. And camera, we got Henry Matthews, Jackie Crockett, Ricky Lassiter, David Rhodes, Sharon Hill, Al Eastman, Ron Sutton, Kevin Fay. Steadicam, Tim Snyder. Steadicam assistant, Wes Benton. Crane camera, Rick Little. Crane camera assistant, Darwin Connor. They had a crane camera assistant?
In the unlikely event that the crane camera operator can't fulfill his or her duties, that's up to the assistant to take over.
Woody Carey, your production assistant. Your ENG crew is Breeze Bressler and Bill Tinsley. Mike Weber did your marketing and promotion. Kemper Rogers and Stephen Taylor did your online editing. Offline editing, Ed Arbon, Thomas Bailey, Cliff Bonds, and Barry Norman. William Bird's your production manager. Joyce Atkinson is unit manager. Chris Linder did your infinite graphic design. Ron Kirk is the stage manager. Jeff Bornstein, lighting director. Lighting, FLA Productions. Gaffer, Pat Knowles. Video projection, PDS Corporation. Pyrotechnics, Beyond Belief Productions. Scenic, Turner Scene Shop. Oh, I'm guessing the tombstones and everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that was the nice Crockett tombstone and Beloved. And
I think, isn't it like a running theme, like the tombstones every year have like an Elvis tombstone?
Yeah.
Head rigger, Donnie Carell. Carpenters, Moses Williams, William Alfaro. Sound, Paragon Productions. Doug Dillinger is your security director, who doesn't do jack fucking shit in kayfabe.
Not until Goldberg does Dillinger start doing an effective job.
Oh, definitely. That's probably why Brett hated him so much.
Yeah.
Walt Smith, transportation supervisor. Electrical generators, motion pictures and events. Catering, Martin
Kinsalski, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Annette Yover is your makeup. Wrestling operators, Jamie Ingle, Bill Dundee, Greg Gagne, Mike Graham, Jody Hamilton, Kevin Sullivan.
Oh.
Production facilities, TBS field operations. Greater Starlink does the uplink. Jim Barnett, my boy, is your senior consultant. Zane Bresloff is your event coordinator. So we know who gave the attendance numbers to Dave.
Yep.
Special thanks, Awesome Promotions, Flying Ryan Fox, Libby Easelman, Linda Shute, Jay Cooper, Andy Reid. Not that Andy Reid. It's another Andy Reid spelled R-E-E-D. Larry Brock. And IATSE 38. So unlike AEW in Philadelphia, this is a union joint. Supervising producers, Keith Mitchell and Craig Lovers. VP production, David F. Crockett. And your executive producer and senior vice president is Eric Bischoff. And let's see, do we get the copyright notice? No, we don't.
No, we don't. Not this time.
Oh, that's a shame.
Network must have edited it out.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
So, what are our thoughts about this show?
It was a mixed bag of things. I mean, I didn't care too much for Honky and Johnny B. Bad, but I thought they could have been a lot better. Stars and Stripes and Pretty Wonderful was pretty good for another quick title change. Dustin and Arn had a good match that should have, I think, hopefully was the blow-off for their feud, but considering Dustin got beat down afterwards, I think we're going to still carry on with Stud Stable versus Dustin. Uh, Duggan and Austin was just more signs of things to come for all the ex-WWF guys coming in to getting pushes. Angel and Vader was a good big meaty men beating the crap out of each other match. Nasties and Funk was an entertaining brawl, more so because of the Funkers' antics. And the main event was, like I said, other than Mr. T's lack of being a good referee, everyone played their parts, and it was a good main event. And now seeing the formation of a new heel faction, I guess, with Sullivan and yet to be determined name for John Tenta, and I'm guessing we're going with Butcher for Brother Brutai.
Yes.
It should be interesting to see where this goes. And like I said, but I'm still hoping for that Vader Hogan match at Starrcade.
Oh, I'm definitely sure we're going to get that, Dane.
And I'm sure there won't be any kind of shenanigans that will somehow get that match completely changed around.
Oh, no, not at all.
I don't have strong faith in David Sullivan being a reliable hand and with Hogan and Sting, so they almost need like another man in there somehow.
Another man, huh?
Hmm.
Huh. Wonder what type of man we need.
I think he's feeling a little macho.
Huh. Okay. Well, next time on the Squared Circle Time Machine, well, Dane, we're going to go back to TNA, but we're going to go back to 2006.
Ah, yes, the good years of TNA.
Yeah, despite what Brian wants you to believe. And we're going to go back to TNA Genesis 2006, where we have the TNA debut of Kurt Angle taking on the undefeated Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Never got a 5-star match from Dave Meltzer. He's sure to get a 5-star match out of this because, I mean, Joe was a machine at this time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So if Dave doesn't give this a 5-star match, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Spoiler alert, he's not going to give this match 5 stars.
Ah. But yeah, we're in 2006. I remember this being kind of a good period for TNA, despite, I think, still having Russo scoping around in the rafters as the booker. But then we had things balanced out with Dutch Mantel, I guess, doing stuff with the knockouts, which was kind of revolutionary at the time.
Yeah. So next time on the Squared Circle Time Machine, we'll be here for TNA Genesis 2006. Right here on the Squared Circle Time Machine. I'm Greg, and that was Dane, and we'll see you with TNA Genesis 2006 next time. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that exciting footage, of course, from this past Sunday night in the Motor City at Halloween Havoc. I repeat, Hulk Hogan, still the WCW heavyweight champion of the world. On the heels of that, I want to introduce the trio that's going to be facing Hogan, Sting, and Dave Sullivan. Please welcome to center stage none other than Kevin Sullivan, the big 500-pound Avalanche. And a man that absolutely carved up Hulk Hogan, a man they call the Butcher. Gentlemen, at the Clash of the Champions, November the 16th, you're going to be facing Hogan, Sting, and Dave Sullivan. But I've got to ask you,
a man that you've known since the two of you were small children. How in God's name could you betray Hulk Hogan?
What do you mean betray Hulk Hogan? What do you know about my life? Do you know why Hulk Hogan is where he is today? It's because of me, because I was the one who got his lazy carcass up and made him go to the gym. It was because I drove him to the towns while he slept in the back seat. It was because I went down and got him some food. I was always carrying his bags. I was always hailing the cabs. I was always sleeping on the floor. What do you know about my life?
Wait a minute, I've followed your career and Hulk Hogan's for many a year. I know a lot about the two of you. I just can't believe you could turn your back on somebody just like that.
Well, it hasn't been just like that. I've been waiting for a long time for this opportunity. Now, I'm finally stepping up for myself. I'm not stepping up for Hulk Hogan. It's for me this time. And you know, I know his deepest, darkest fears, and they're standing right here with me now.
Yeah, I've known this man for a long time, too, Avalanche.
Well, Hulk Hogan, the faces of fear are here. And you people can yell for Hogan, but as long as the Avalanche is out here, he won't show his face. At Clashes of Champions, Hogan, Sting, and Brother Dave are going bye-bye.
Kevin, your last moment thoughts here.
The lines are clearly drawn. This now is my family. You see, Hogan, you took blood from me, and you're going to repay in blood, sweat, and tears because you neglected this man, and that's the bottom line.
I believe this man has got some kind of a complex, like he's been playing second fiddle, second banana.
He certainly has his whole life. You know, the Clash of Champions, he'll be first.
These three men are going to be facing Hulk Hogan, Sting, and Dave Sullivan of the Clash live here on TBS Wednesday, November the 16th. We're right back with more Saturday Night.